So this has been a week of some celebrity feuds. First, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are going at it like WrestleMania, and now Katt Williams is on the radio airing out everybody from Kevin Hart to Tiffany Haddish. The Tiffany Haddish one was kind of shocking because nobody really hates on Tiffany Haddish. Like, she's very hard to hate. Honestly, as far as her stand-up comedy, I have to agree with Katt Williams. I think Tiffany Haddish's stand-up is not really that good, but she is so damn likable where sometimes I even force myself to laugh. That's because Tiffany's just a great personality and such an inspiring story. Like, if you ever watch her interview on The Breakfast Club, it was emotional, man, because Tiffany's been through some shit. So to see her where she is now, like, Tiffany represents, like, the small person, like the person that wasn't supposed to be shit, and to come from nothing, and now, like, you at the top of the mountain damn near, you know what I mean? So Tiffany represents the small person that has dreams and want to be something in life, and, you know, whatever, like a Rocky story, and she overcame some shit, and she succeeded. So it's hard to hate on her, but Katt Williams is one of those people where he just keeps it blood raw, like, whether you like it or not. Like, Katt Williams is that honest uncle who just he just tells it like it is. He just tells, you know, he says what's on his mind, and sometimes it rubs people the wrong way. It does come across as if he's hating, but personally, I don't think he was too much hating. I think he was just giving his honest opinion about Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart because, yeah, that they're two of the top comedians right now in the game. But Kevin Hart's comedy hasn't been good since Seriously Funny. I did a whole video about the Dave Chappelle Netflix stand-up specials, and I did talk about how Kevin Hart, how I think he is overrated as a stand-up. And I just, since Seriously Funny, his stuff hasn't really been funny. I watched Tiffany Haddish's stand-up special, I think on, I forgot where I saw it on. But yeah, I chuckled a couple of times, but like I said, I can't hate on Tiffany, man. Like, I wouldn't shit on her because her story is just so inspiring. So I guess Katt rubbed a lot of people the wrong way with his hate, and even Kevin Hart went to social media and addressed it. And Kevin Hart usually doesn't respond to haters on his social media, especially when other comedians come at him. But I guess he had to defend Tiffany Haddish, and, you know, rightfully so. I mean, he does see her like his sister. So if you see a relative getting attacked, of course you're gonna step in and be like, well, that's my sister, you know, step off. But yeah, Katt Williams, like I said, he's just that uncle, man, that just, you know, he just tells it, he just, you know, gives his honest opinion. He gives it to you blood raw, and it may not be popular, but a lot of it is the truth. Like, he did speak a lot of truth, but then I think some of it too was kind of harsh, because I'm like, you know, this woman succeeded. You know, this is a black woman that succeeded. Celebrate that, you know what I mean? Like, when people shit on Black Panther, like I said, Black Panther was kind of an overrated film, but still, I celebrated it because, you know, it shows black people winning, and I like to see black people win. I'm sorry. You know, don't take it as a racist thing. Well, what, you don't like to see white people win? I want to see everybody win. But as, you know, as the minority, I like to see us win too, especially. I celebrate that. If that comes across as racial, fuck it. But yeah, I just want to get my 2 cents on that, man. Was he out of line? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I mean, some things you just don't say. Some things you just keep to yourself. And like something like that, I think maybe he could have kept it to himself. Like, I mean, I was raised to where, you know, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. You know, I mean, I come at stuff from a critical standpoint where I criticize movies and whatnot. But I'm not one to try to down or trash anybody. That's just not my nature, you know, unless you do something to me. Other than that, I'm not going to down anybody. Like, I like to see people win. I like to see people successful. And Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish are two successful entertainers that have came into the game. You know, it hit some setbacks, but succeeded in the end. And they're both on top. And I can't, you know, especially somebody like me. I mean, shit, Kevin Hart, his whole outfit cost more than what I made in 5 years, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I gotta get my money up. But yeah, so I can't hate on that shit, man. But yeah, I think, you know, I did like Girls Trip. That was her breakout role. Lately, I've been getting a little Tiffany Haddish out, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes she can be a little too much where I'm like, okay, Tiffany Haddish is like that friend that you can only be around for like so long until they start to work your fucking nerves. Then it's like, all right, I need to take a break from you. But that's not hating, man. That's just, you know, that's just what it is. I mean, some people can be a little extra, and sometimes Tiffany can be a little extra, but she's so damn lovable. How can you not love Tiffany Haddish, man? Come on, Katt. Don't do that, man. But Katt Williams, for years, he's been coming at comedians like rappers. Like, he's came after Steve Harvey and what, Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, like Katt Williams has been coming after everybody, man. And you know, the comedian circuit is a tight knit group, and for the most part, I think they all get along. But sometimes Katt does come across as a bitter person. But that's Katt Williams, though, man. I love his stand up. I mean, if you talk about stand up to stand up, oh yeah, Katt Williams has Kevin Hart beat. I just call a spade. Kevin Hart's more successful, but I think his shit's, you know, like way more funnier. Like especially Pimp Chronicles. Like I can watch that shit over and over again. I think Katt's a genius with his comedy. And even his off the stage antics, you know, especially when he fought that kid and that kid kind of fucked him up. That was definitely funny too. So he's definitely an entertainer. But yeah, that's my take on it, y'all. Yeah, was he out of line? Bottom line, was he out of line? Yes. Should have kept it to himself. He shouldn't have put that out there on the radio because it makes him look like a hater. Even though he was speaking the truth, it makes him look like a hater. Kind of similar to how Ari Spears was talking shit about Kevin Hart. Yeah, it was true, but it makes it look like he's a less successful comedian that's hating on somebody that's more successful than him. Kind of like how Paulie was hating on Rocky because Rocky became successful. I know I make a lot of Rocky references in my video, but that's because I'm a Rocky fanatic, and so I'm a relate a lot of shit from life to Rocky. So yeah, it's like when Paulie was hating on Rocky for being successful, you know, and Rocky had to go back off with him like, well, you act like everybody else you were living. It look, nobody was nobody nothing. You're yourself. Friends don't know. They do because they want to do. I had to throw that in there real quick. All right, y'all. So what y'all thought of the Katt Williams interview? Do you think he was hating? Do you think he was telling the truth? Do you think he just need to sit his ass down somewhere and just tell jokes and shut the fuck up about everything else? Comment freely below, y'all. Thank you for watching. As always, this is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.